immediately to Mr. Halla-aho, please.
Thank you, Chair. Commission, ladies and gentlemen. One of the many failures of the European Common Asylum Policy and our common approach to the ongoing migrant crisis is the failure of the Member States to repatriate those migrants whose asylum application has been rejected, who are not in need of international protection and who use the asylum procedure as a channel of economic migration. Less than 40% of return decisions are actually enforced. This failure has several consequences. Firstly, it encourages the abuse of the asylum system. We know that a very large and growing number of those who are crossing the Mediterranean come from countries whose citizens are very unlikely to be recognized as refugees. Secondly, it undermines the credibility and legitimacy of the asylum system in the eyes of the European citizens. And thirdly, it eats up resources that should be used for the benefit of those who genuinely need protection. The reasons behind the low return rates are complicated, and there clearly is no single magical solution to the problem. Certain member states are more successful than others in returning people to certain countries of origin. It would be very useful to closely investigate the experiences and practices in member states. While there is no single solution, there are many small things that can be done to improve the situation. One identified reason for the reluctance of certain countries of origin to take back their own citizens is the lack of a harmonized single-use travel document with sufficient security features and recognized by the countries of origin. The Commission proposal attempts to address this issue. I am broadly supportive of the proposal. With a harmonized travel document, we hope to reduce bureaucracy and costs not only for ourselves, but also the relevant third countries. My proposals include the need to ensure higher technical and security standards, in particular as regards safeguarding against counterfeiting and falsification. Therefore, on top of other suggested enhanced security features for the document, I propose setting a technical standard for the photograph provided on these documents. The revised travel document is not only about enhanced security features. It should also be about building trust between the European Union and third countries. Therefore, I have proposed that, where available and necessary, additional information pertaining to an individual regarding safety and fight against human trafficking should be included in the document. For the sake of expediency, I propose that the document be issued in an official language of the issuing member state, as well as in English and/or French, and an official language of the relevant third country. Madam Chairman, we must not let years go by as before addressing deficiencies in our cooperation with third countries or the documents we are issuing. Therefore, I propose we undertake a regular and thorough review and analysis of the workings of this modified travel document, including the recognition rate of the document by each third country. Such data is necessary to give us a clear picture of where weaknesses lie. We do not know to what extent the return rates really depend on the travel document. Increasingly, the Commission, Member States and law enforcement speak of the need for interoperability of the European Union's IT systems and the need for information not to sit in silos, but to help us build a complete picture as to the situation we face and the actions we need to take. In order to increase mutual recognition of asylum decisions across the European Union and to avoid secondary movement of rejected asylum seekers, it is essential to ensure the exchange of information between member states with regard to the issuing of travel documents and individuals listed as illegally staying third country nationals. Therefore, I am suggesting the copies of travel documents issued by member states are entered into the Eurodac and the Schengen Information System. Finally, in order for this document to be widely recognized and effective, it's necessary for it to be part of a determined pursuit by the European Union to gain stronger and more effective readmission agreements with third countries. The recognition of the document should be a requirement of any future readmission and cooperation agreement. Madam Chair, immigration is a sensitive and very politicized theme. Therefore, I find it necessary to emphasize that this proposal is not about changing rules or creating new ones. It is about better implementing and enforcing those rules that we already have. That, I believe, is in everybody's interest. Thank you.